this thing on? Can you guys hear me okay? Tell me how I sound. Is the audio too quiet? The game audio? My audio? Does it sound alright? In the chat, she is waking up. She's in Australia. I can't believe she is watching me right now. So that's great, and want to say hello to Omar Fountain, Doodlin1. Thanks so much for joining me here today, guys. So yeah, I just wanted to, I mean, this is my first time streaming, and yeah, I mean, this is sort of new for me. I mean, I've done a lot of live streams with the Conversation podcast over at DK Vine, and I mean, we live stream all the time for like hours and hours at a time. But this is the very first time that I am streaming myself playing a video game. And I thought, why not start with, you know, one of my favorite games ever, Donkey Kong Country, the original. So, yeah, if you guys are ready, I'm ready to go. Let's see now. So there's a little bit of a delay from what I'm seeing in the stream versus when I'm playing, so I'll try not to alternate between the two too much, but yeah, I'll just get to erasing a file, and we'll be on our way. Greninja ArcZ, thank you for joining. Says, this is your first Cartoon Gamer live stream. This is my first Cartoon Gamer live stream, so, you know, we're in this together. That's great. Alright, so, yeah, let's get started. So, I will be popping into the chat every now and then just to see what everybody is saying. So you might be asking, why the heck did I start streaming in the first place? Well, I started streaming because, well, if you haven't heard, I just got a new place, and streaming is something I couldn't really do before now, so I thought, why not give it a shot? And with time, you know, I think this could turn out to be like an avenue for revenue, which for streaming, it would go to covering expenses for stuff like better equipment for videos and making a dedicated space for future video production. We got a space here that could be a great studio setup given some TLCs, so I thought streaming could be a fun way to help reach that goal. But for now, we're just testing the waters, and again, with one of my favorite games, DKC1. So let's get going, and I mean, I played this game a bajillion times, so I'm gonna blaze through it, but I'm gonna have fun with it. I mean, obviously. Here we go. So some people, you know, at the end of DKC where Cranky goes, he could beat this in one life in less than an hour. I have definitely done that myself, like I'm 95% sure I have, but I don't think I'm gonna do that now, but at the same time I am gonna blaze through it and show off my skills, so yeah, should be interesting. Yeah, you can tell that, yeah, I've played this quite a bit, and I go into like I always have a certain formula for playing Donkey Kong Country where it's like I have to do this, I have to hit these certain things, but that's just how I operate. Let's see now. Okay, we're doing good so far. Now you see, this is what I mean. I always have to... No, I'm not going to go in there first. But I always do this. Just feels good. Let's see, can we go in here? There we go. Okay. That's okay, I didn't want to go to Espresso's bonus stage anyway. Oh, hold on, I'm actually gonna do something here. Alright. So let's take a quick look at the chat. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of people here, my goodness. Let's see. MCW2, thank you for joining. Crass, thank you for joining. Freezer, I am sorry, this is not the Game Boy Color version. You can go to bed. Guy K, thank you for joining. Scott E, thanks for dropping by. It's going good. Let's see. Doodlin' 1, I don't think I'm gonna do 100% because that would mean I would have to play through Orangutan Gang and find all the bonus levels, and I don't feel like doing that right now. But you know, I'll go through whatever bonus stages I can find. Let's see. All right, let's just go on to Ropey Rampage. So yeah, this is, again, being the first time I'm streaming myself. I had a few technical difficulties getting this started. I don't know if this was like the most optimal way I wanted to stream, like I went through OBS and finagled with a few things, but how does it look? Does it look okay? The video quality look alright? Maybe for future streams I'll probably iron out the kinks, but for now I hope this looks alright. Okay, here we go. See, this is what I mean. I can't remember the last time I played Ropey Rampage legitimately. I always have to go for that bonus level. Yeah, here we go. That entire half of the level completely done. Oh no. Alright. It's always 50-50 with this bonus level. Let's see if I can get it right on stream. I'm pretty sure it was this one. There we go. See, I know how to play this. Oh, let's see if I can get up here. No, I need Diddy. Whatever. So let's see. Scott E, quality could be higher, capped out at 360p. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. I went through all the, yeah, this was kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? It was kind of last minute. I kind of set all this up within the hour before recording, and I thought it would look alright, but yeah, this is something that we'll figure out for the next stream. I don't want to try doing it in the middle of the stream and potentially mess something up because, I mean, I've already screwed up so much already, but yeah, something for next time. I'll figure it out. I'll give myself more prep time. Let's see. Any other questions? Ultra WarioWare Fan 14 asks if I'm hoping Diddy, Funky, and Dixie show up in Mario Kart for Switch 2. Yeah, absolutely, of course. I hope all the Donkey Kong characters show up in Mario Kart for Switch 2. The more the merrier, I say. Oh, let's see if I can. There we go. Oh, my voice is quite low? Hold on, let me see. Let's see, I can at least fix that. Hold on, I'm just gonna turn up my microphone. Okay, is that a little better, guys? Tell me if I sound a little better. I can turn it up a little more if need be, but yeah, let me know. I apologize if I go silent just a little bit, just because I kind of go on autopilot with Donkey Kong Country, but yeah, feel free to ask me questions in the chat and I'll see if I can answer them as I'm playing. That might be a little hard, but, you know, I'll try my best. There we go. Alrighty, Van Osdell Gaia asks if I've ever played any Rayman games before. Yeah, I've played Rayman Origins and Rayman Legends, but, yeah, I've actually played the first Rayman game, but, haven't played too much of it. But aside from that, yeah, my, Rayman knowledge, despite what I might flaunt here and there, I haven't played much of the Rayman games. Like, I don't know if these count, the Rayman Raving Rabbids games I've played, but, you know, I would like to try Rayman 2 and 3. Doodlin asks if I've played Nico Dorico. I've heard about it, and I would like to give it a shot, but I don't really have a system that can play it at the moment. I mean, I know it's on Switch, but I've heard that has some performance issues, and then it's also on PS5, but I currently do not have a PS5, so yeah, it's on the list. Lokito asks how I would feel about Donkey Kong 64 getting a remake. I've said this before, but I would much rather them just make a sequel instead of a remake. Something all new would interest me a lot more than just a remake. Like, it can be a direct follow-up to DK64, but yeah, I want an all-new adventure. Will Peters with the real questions here. Did you know Donkey and Diddy have retractable teeth? Of course I did. What do you think this is? Let's see. Scott E. Have I ever played games from the PlayStation ported to the N64? I have not. I mean, I haven't really played many N64 games that aren't, you know, the ones that everybody thinks about, the stuff from Nintendo and Rare. But, you know, maybe someday I'll try something else. I mean, I'm trying new things all the time. Why not? Oh wait, here comes a great moment here. It's 2 on guards. Of course, everybody in the know knows that that one is a hologram. So that is the only logical explanation for why there are 2 on guards. Alright, getting a little secret here. 2 espresso tokens is as much as I will get, and I'm okay with that. Oh dear. Hold on. I can get you back. I can get you back. This always happens. Oh, hold on, hold on. There we go. Let's see. Grand Scarborough. You've known about my stuff seeing my Smash 4 list back in 2011. Well, the joke's on you because I think I made that in 2012, if I'm recalling correctly. Yeah, no, that was 2012. But yeah, no, I'm still yeah, we're all getting old together. Yeah, so I've Scott E. I've also heard that Quest 64 ain't too great. But yeah, give it a shot and see what you think about it. That's what I always say about stuff. Okay, for Barrel Cannon Canyon, I think I'm gonna do it legitimately, and then I'm gonna do it I'm gonna do all the shortcuts. I think that seems fair. Let's see if I remember how to do this. That's just a joke. Of course I remember how to do this. All right. When I figured out how to do that for this bonus level, I never did it the right way ever again. Well, thanks for stopping by, Scott. Come back anytime. Hope to see you again. If I do this again, which I'm hoping I do, I'll probably, yeah. come back anytime. Oh, wait a minute. This is the shortcut way. I gotta do it the boring way. That's what I promised. Now I really can't screw it up because people are watching me for the first time in my life. I got something to prove. Okay. Thanks for joining Rex Tooth. Wow, you were watching my Scariest Things in Rare Games video. That video, well, most of my early videos aren't that great, but I'm glad you're still watching. Anyway, let's do this the fun way. This is the only true way to beat Barrel Cannon Canyon, if you ask me. There we go. Oh, I was holding the run button there. Okay, I gotta time this just right. There we go. I didn't practice beforehand. No, really, I didn't. Just a moment, folks. I'll be right back with you in just a minute. But yeah, talk amongst yourselves. Let's see, Rex Tooth asks, how does it feel knowing I live in one of two countries where the T-Rex lived? It feels right, Rex Tooth. It feels right. It is a silly question, but I'm silly enough to answer it. Alright, that didn't take too long. Let's see if I can blaze through this just a little faster. I'm going a little slower because, again, I'm live streaming and people are watching me, so there might be a few I might be a little jittery, but yeah, I'll get back into the groove. Just watch this. You're basically watching a speed run here. Yep, had a lot of practice playing this. I'm not getting that. I mean, I could, but I'll get it the next time. Looking at the chat, hey, Smiling Milo, there's also Brandon and Dujar, I hope I'm saying that right. Absolute Zero, Freak Fox. Oh, it's so nice to see all of you guys. I can't believe people are actually taking the time out of their day to watch this nonsense. Let's see, Van asks if I have a Twitch. I do, but I've never ever used it, but in the future, I mean, who knows? Like, I might stream on Twitch, I might do it on YouTube, I might do both at the same time, but yeah. Anyway, on to Minecart Carnage. Watch this, I'm gonna do this in one go. I say that like other people haven't done that before. It's really not that big a deal. Ah, there we go. Still got it. Oh. Close. Oh, okay, no, I'm still alive, I'm alright. There we go. That wasn't so bad. And just for fun, I'll do the warp. Checking into the chat, I just want to, let's see. Do I sound good, everybody? Does this sound good? Is my audio too quiet? Is the game audio okay? Yeah, just let me know. I know the video quality is a little iffy, but again, I kind of did this last minute thinking that it would be flawless, but yeah, I'll figure that out for the next time. Well, that's embarrassing. But I'll make up for it. Okay, let's see. Brandon says I'm slightly quiet. How does this sound? Does this sound okay? And yeah, it's always a little bit of a shock when people hear me in the real. Like, I mean, this is how I sound when I record for podcasts and things like that, but yeah, when I'm doing stuff for videos, I like to go a little more theatrical, but right now, this is a lot more laid back. Always have to do that in there. It's a prerequisite. Let's see, Van asks if I have Tropical Freeze for the Switch, 3D World, Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I have Tropical Freeze on the Switch, but as I revealed in my Donkey Kong Country Returns and Tropical Freeze video, I actually haven't played it. I've been playing the Wii U version this entire time. And aside from... Oh dear. You see, that's what happens when I talk and play games at the same time. I see what people are talking about there. But, yeah, no, I haven't gotten Mario Rabbids or 3D World on the Switch, which, yeah, it sounds kind of sacrilegious coming from me, but, yeah, maybe some other day, maybe some other time. I would like to try out Kingdom Battle. This is considerably harder without Winky. I'm not gonna get that one. You expected me to be more subdued streaming? I mean, I want to sound at least like I'm having a good time, or at least pretend that I am. Yeah, I want to at least give the impression that I'm sounding like I'm having fun, but... Okay, I'm gonna do this one legit, and I'm also going to do the warp as well. Or, let's see, oh, not here. I'm gonna roll through a couple rock crocs if I get a good opportunity to do so. There, I did it once. Okay. Oh. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be too fancy and just play the game normally. Oh, there, I did it. That's fine. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm gonna get real fancy here. Or at least I'm gonna... nah. People are watching me. I can't make those mistakes. There we go. Okay, and now for the quick way to beat this level. Oh dear. All right. Looking at the chat, let's see. Jim Can Swim asks, how do I feel on the Switch 2 Donkey Kong redesign? I honestly think that the reaction is a bit overblown. Like, we've only seen it for like 5 seconds in not the best quality. So we'll have to see if this design sticks or if it's just for this game. I think it's too early to say, but it looks good. I like it, and a lot of the current artwork that's coming out, it still looks like Donkey Kong to me. So yeah, I'd say, you know, everybody just, I mean, I'm telling the internet to calm down. I don't think they're gonna listen to me. Let's see, MCW2 asks if I can recall being invited to something I knew was too expensive for me. No, because most of my friends are, not, they understand, they're broke like me, so I haven't really had something like that happen to me, so, I'm grateful for that. And I try to do the same with my friends. We're like, hey guys, we're broke, so let's do something that's on the cheap, you know, maybe just hang over at one of our respective places and just play video games for the night. That's all we need. I'm not a party person. Juan Gomez, thanks for dropping by. Thanks for enjoying my work. It's, yeah, I don't take compliments too well, but it's always humbling, and yeah, it does make me feel good, but I'm like, really? People watch my nonsense? Why? But thanks, in all seriousness, thanks for watching my stuff. I'm glad you enjoy it. I've never done that before. Do it once. Recorded for posterity. Very nice. Yeah, let's sacrifice DK to get in here. Why not? Oh, no, I can do this. I can do this. Oh, no. Okay. I guess I'll do this. I said it in my DKC trilogy review, but this, I'm not sure why the water is red here, and it always reminded me of, like, cherry Coke. I guess it's kinda quirky, but I don't understand it. And as a kid, I always used to go for the gold token first because that was like the most desirable thing, but now I know you have to collect all these little trinkets first and then go for the big one to get the most payoff, but it's not like I really even need it at this point. But in on guard stage, if you don't get it immediately, I kinda get I lose track of, never mind, here it is. And yeah, I don't even need all of this, but... Alright, let's get back into it. Okay, I'm sure I can get this one too. There we go. Lazy Clay Gamer asks, as far back as I can remember, what was the first video game I've ever played? Well, I can't say with certainty what that was, but I do know Donkey Kong Country was among the first. If it wasn't Donkey Kong Country, well, I'm gonna say it was In the first batch of video games I ever played, Donkey Kong Country and Super Mario World are in that batch for sure. But I can't definitively say what my very first game ever was. It could have been anything from the Super Nintendo that we had growing up. Oh well. Ooh. Nah, I'm not gonna bother with those. I guess I'll give Cranky a quick visit. Now, I've mentioned this before also in my DKC trilogy video, but yeah, Cranky only gives advice for the first world. And yeah, I mean, if you go on like thecuttingroomfloor.com, you can find out that he originally had advice for almost every world in the game, but I'm not sure why they cut all that stuff out. Maybe too much text? Who knows? Yeah, and jungle hijinks, stick to the treetops, blah blah blah, and generic stuff like this, but yeah. Alright, almost World 2, oh man. I am making mistakes that I ordinarily would not make, but again, I don't blame you guys, I just blame the fact that I am doing this live and I have an audience. So the pressure is on. Let's see. Oh yeah, Van, yeah, the water in there does remind me of the Barbos boss from DKC 3. Yeah, it's almost the same shade of red. I mean, On Guard is also in that fight too. Alright, World 3. I know I keep asking everybody, but does everything sound good on your end? Like, I sound okay. I know the video quality could be a lot better. I mean, for those just joining us. Yeah, this is my very first stream, and yeah, I couldn't get everything I wanted out of it, but we're still going along, and hopefully, if I do future streams, it'll look much better. Let's see how quickly I can blaze through this level. Yeah, I'm so glad I didn't do a 1 life less than an hour promise here because, yeah, I wouldn't have lived up to that promise. Oh dear. There we go. Okay. Oh, there we go. Ooh. thanks for joining us, Samir Johnson. Very nice to have you here with us. Let's see. I'm just gonna see some other questions in the chat. Let's see, which 2D platformer would have the best level design? I mean, Donkey Kong Country, is that a cop-out answer? I think that has some of the best level design in any 2D platformer. Okay, I'm gonna need focus for this one, so I also apologize if I go a little quiet on this level. I've had so much practice with this level in particular, you have no idea. There was a period in my life in like 3rd, 4th grade where I was playing this with friends almost every other day after school, and we would just spend at least an hour of our time just trying to get through the forest world. There are a lot of laughs had and a lot of, you know, screams of anguish and just anger, but yeah, I remember those days very vividly. Oh, almost had me there. Oh, I can get this. Oh man, isn't that embarrassing? Oh. Wow, I've never had that happen to me before, catching up with the barrel. There we go. Not getting that. Sorry, Espresso. No hard feelings. I'm not gonna visit Funky. Sorry, Funky. Again, no hard feelings. Yeah, the forest world sticks out very vividly because, yeah, for some reason, like, this, when I was playing with my friends that I was just talking about in, like, the 3rd grade, me and my brother had already beaten Donkey Kong Country on our own, but our friends did not, so, yeah, they just couldn't get to the save point by Orangutan Gang, so we just spent most of our time just through Vulture Culture and Treetop Town. And we would, by the time we got to Forest Frenzy, we'd have to turn the game off because, yeah, me and my brother had to go home for the evening or dinner or something like that. But yeah, Vulture Culture and Treetop Town stick out very, very vividly in my brain as something that I did over and over and over again. It's probably why I can do it so well now. I mean, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I don't sweat. when I do those levels anymore. It's just like breathing for me. This whole game is just like breathing for me. It's an extension of me. But it's always cool to see people play this game for the very first time and see them trip up on stuff that, where it's like, oh, this is just normal for me. Where it's like, you really, this is actually scary for you? Oh, hold on. Speaking of, yeah, no one would ever find that on their first try. I guess I'm doing Ramby's bonus level. Yeah, I'm doing his bonus level. And as I've said before, again, in my DKC trilogy video, Ramby's time, his meter up there is busted for some reason. It goes a lot faster than the other Animal Buddies bonus stages. And yeah, in this case, I'm just like, yeah, I'll just go for the big token. Cause yeah, no, this is ridiculous. It's already half over. I don't even know if I'm gonna make it this time. Nope, not making it. Oh. Okay, let's see if I can bring this with me to the very end. No, I can do this. I can do this. There we go. Yeah, I know this level has like, this bonus level has 100 bananas in here, but I really don't need it. Retro Lover 3, thank you for the super chat. I think that's what it is. Yeah, we can agree that Nikki Little truly is best girl. For those who don't know, this is a reference to Pepper Ann and how Nikki is the best character in that show. So I'm happy that other people agree with me there. Tim Whitfield, thank you for the super chat. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Have I heard about the Pokemon Learning League? Of course I have. I know a bunch of trivia about that game that not a lot of other people know about. And have I played Donkey Kong 64? Of course I have. I'm gonna say, quick review, that it's fun. I like a lot of the music. I like a lot of the characters and what they do with the characters and how characters progress. I like how they actually kill off Wrinkly Kong, but in terms of the collecting and stuff like that, I don't think it's as bad as everybody says it is. I mean, it's bad, but I never had to do like a bunch of things that that other people had to do. Like, I never played Beaver Bother in DK64, or yeah, like there's a little bit of wiggle room, but again, it is just a teensy bit too much. But I would like to see another 3D Donkey Kong game. I would like to see the characters from that game come back. Yeah, DK6 and the multiplayer is a heck of a lot of fun. So yeah, I like DK64. I wouldn't say I'm in love with it like the Donkey Kong Country games, but yeah, it's an okay game in my book. Oh, hey, Blade Blur, Daniel, thanks for dropping by. It's always good to see you. You need me. Well, that's very nice. It's nice to feel needed. Let's see. Yeah, Brad Goodchild. He was a director on Pepper Ann and Dog City. I heard that he passed away last year. That's a darn shame. I really wish I could have gotten to speak with the man, but he didn't seem to have any social media presence whatsoever. But yeah. And Tim Whitfield for Pokemon Learning League stuff. Well, I just know that the entire game has like, let's see, what is it? No Japanese voice acting. I know that Ash and Pikachu are voiced by KZ Rogers in that game, who was also the voice of Wobbuffet. And well, actually, in a few lessons, I know that Casey Rogers and Sarah Nattichenny shared the role. Like some lines were Casey and others were Sarah. So that's kind of crazy. Thanks for dropping by, Lazy Clay. Hope to see you again. If I do this again, I hope to see you here. And Blade Blur, it's I'll just say Daniel. Is that okay? Can I call you Daniel on the stream? But yeah, it's going okay. I'm getting more confident about it as I go along. And yeah, I'm gonna get into a level now because you guys have been watching me just sit here on the map screen for way too long. But yeah, no, it's been... Yeah, I'm having more fun as it goes along. Like, the video quality is not what I would like, but, you know, this is my very first time doing it. Oh, what did I do that for? Hold on. I'm gonna miss the bonus level, so I'm gonna kill myself here. But yeah, the stream is going all right. Probably with future streams, I will get the video quality sorted. I did it again. Okay, I'm gonna do this for real. No more crap ups here. Okay, and of course, that's the only way to do that. I'm not even gonna try going underneath those naughties because the hit detection is so wonky with those guys. Watch me go. Should I go down there? All right. I think I'll still get to keep Espresso, I'm pretty sure. I gotta focus here. Oh no, I'm not doing another one of these. It's okay, Daniel, that's all right. People already know what my name is if they listen to the Conversation podcast. That's all right. Cartoon Gamer, Malik, that's all right. Whatever you want to call me, that's okay. Retro Lover says that they wish Nintendo would bring back Bluster Kong. I don't. I don't stay up at night wondering if they're ever gonna do anything with Bluster Kong. Like, I'm not object to the idea. I don't object to the idea, but, you know, I'm not holding my breath. See, Tim Whitfield, for Sarah Nattichenny's lines for the Pokemon Learning League game, it's only the bits where Ash addresses the mission guides by name. Still, though, that's 2 people. Pac-Man fan, will I stream Spore? I will not. Spore has never been my thing, so, yeah, again, I wouldn't hold your breath about that. Van asks what I think of the Switch console getting shown. Well, that certainly was a Switch 2. I'm just waiting to see what games they have for the thing, and then we'll talk. So maybe that Direct in April will be worth something. You didn't think I was gonna go off the edge, did you? Any guess on what Pokemon might get a Mega in Legend ZA or Legend ZA, as the cool kids say? Honestly, I haven't put that much thought into it, but yeah, I just want to see what they do. I haven't really thought about it, but yeah, I am sure I will be surprised. I hope I'm surprised. I didn't think that would work. I thought for sure I was gonna die there. Let's see, where's the other one? I know I'm not gonna get all the orangutan gang bonus levels in here. I've already missed like 2 of them, but I know there's 3 down here. Okay, so there's only 2 down here, but I know there's a 3rd one. Meh, I didn't need it anyway. Let's see, will I stream a game with you, Daniel? I mean, it's not off the table. Our schedules just have to, you know, coincide with each other. I'm sure we could find something to stream. I can't say I could be that entertaining of a guest, but, you know, I'll try my best. Oh. Now, I can never remember where they threw on guard in this level. I know he's in here somewhere, but it's not locked into memory as it is every other place. Ooh, nah, he's gotta be around here. I might have missed him. Just looking at the background of this level too, it always just boggles my mind how far the games on the Super Nintendo went. Like, when you look, again, I said it in my Donkey Kong Country retrospective video, but when you look at how the levels look in Donkey Kong Country 3, like, that's insane to me. Like, I couldn't imagine how they did that on the hardware. I mean, right now I'm looking at like just a little sandy background, but yeah, in the 3rd game there's like coral and just cool lighting effects. It's amazing what like 2 years on the system could do once they really understood how it worked. Okay. See, on guard at the start behind a fake wall. Yeah, I knew I missed him by the time I got to those Chomps Juniors. Let's see. Yeah, we could probably try something with Switch Online. Yeah, we'll figure that out in due time. Retro Lover keeping up with the super chats. Like, that's so nice of you. You know, you're not inclined to do that, but thank you. My idea for a Pepper Ann revival and reboot, I've never really thought about that because I thought Pepper Ann, you know, ended perfectly. I'm not going to spoil it here for those who haven't seen it, but I would recommend you give Pepper Ann a watch if you haven't, or if it has been a long time since you last watched it, because the way it wrapped up, the way it did things, it is one of my favorite shows ever now. I'm so glad I can say that. But yeah, I don't really need a revival for Pepper Ann. I think it's good enough as is. Okay, I guess we'll do Winkies. And honestly, Winky's bonus level is probably my favorite. I've always liked the cave aesthetic in here, and yeah, I mean, I've always loved Winky too. It pains me that Winky hasn't showed up in anything past DKC1, barring a few, you know, Smash Brothers trophies here and there, maybe a spirit, but I would have loved to seen him at Super Nintendo World. It's like there is nothing wrong with a giant poison frog as a meet and greet character at a theme park. Yeah, this one's also really good because you could rack up like, yeah, I almost got 7 extra lives there. Aw, thanks, Daniel. Let's see, since this is your streaming debut, I'm gonna say thanks for years of entertainment and for being a stand-up kind of guy. That's way too nice, man. And yeah, it pains me to say that I don't know the Leo Luster song from memory. I mean, I definitely could commit it to memory. I just haven't. I mean, I probably know like a fourth of the songs from the Donkey Kong Country cartoon to memory, so yeah, yeah, there's that. Yeah, give me all the animal buddies back. Like, where are they? I miss them. I'm just gonna wing it. We need Clambo at Super Nintendo World. They should make a water park expansion and just have a bunch of enemies from Donkey Kong Country. So I want to see Bite Size, I want to see Clambo, I want to see Croctopus. That would be great. Missed opportunity. Ooh. Come on, I can do this in one go. Hoo-yah! One more buzz. I didn't think that was gonna happen, but I love it when that does. Let's see, Daniel. Let's see. The only one you know is Eddie. Let me go back to my home. Oh, of course. I mean that one. If you only know one song in that show, I'm glad it's that one because that one is a bop. Oh, hello, Pat Nat. It's nice to see you here. Wow, I didn't think you would actually pop in to see me stream, but yeah, everybody, Pat Nat, he's a cool guy. He lowered his standards enough to interview me like a couple years ago, so if you want to hear that interview, I highly suggest you do. Because and some of the other interviews that he's done with other like-minded folks over the years, because they're really, really good. Let's see. Hey Foci, I hope I'm saying that right. I'm doing good. I started out a little nervous when I started doing this stream, and you know, it's not up to snuff in terms of the video quality, but you know, I'm having a lot more fun, and it's very interesting. It's a new avenue for me, but I think with enough time and practice and figuring things out as I go along, this could be something interesting to do every now and again. My favorite Pepper Ann episode, that is, yeah, Retro Leveler with the good Pepper Ann questions here, but I don't know what my favorite episode is, but I'm gonna say that one of my favorites is, Riding a Bike, double-length episode where Pepper Ann and Pepper Ann's mom and Mr. Carter were dating, and, yeah, that was a really good episode. Dances with Ignorance is another good one. There's too many to count. I keep getting these things, but I don't want them. Yeah, Game Boy 3DS. Yep. I'm glad there's other like-minded folks like me who was like, oh, Neki squawked one more time. That's why I like to extend like a jump or use a hand slap move to see where it's like, yeah, is Queen Bee gonna buzz one more time, or is Master Neki gonna squawk one more time after the victory jingle? I thought I was the only one who cared about that. Yeah, here's another one that me and my friends would play, and took us forever to get through. Oh. That time the steel keg made a noise like a little water droplet, but other times it sounds like, well, not a water droplet, but I love that. Yeah, where I'm at right now, it looked like Snow Barrel Blast yesterday outside my front door. But, yeah, no, it looked beautiful, if not somewhat scary. Oh dear. Oh, this one's different. Whatever. Nope, not getting that one. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna do the regular Snow Barrel Blast. I got nothing to prove. Let's see. Just gonna check the chat real quick. I mean, I'm in no hurry to go anywhere, so I'll take my time with the chat. But yeah, thanks, Fosi. Yeah, I'm glad you think I've got the personality thing down when it comes to this streaming stuff. I mean, again, I've done live streams with the Conversation podcast, which you should totally check out, where we just talk about Donkey Kong stuff for literally hours on end. But yeah, this is the first time I'm manning the thing myself. Yeah, Patnat, you're great. You're great. I'm flattered that you're inspired by what I do, but like, wow, yeah. Cash Banuka, love the name, by the way. Let's see. In support of The Amazing Becky Little, Remote Possibilities, and The Environmentals, all good episodes. I don't think there's a bad episode of Pepper Ann, honestly. Wow, your Game Boy 3DS, you're in California and you're watching me play this? That's insane. Let's see. Fosi, my current streaming setup right now, well, I got everything hooked up to an Elgato, and I'm doing the stream through OBS's built-in streaming capabilities, just because, you know, by the time I was starting to stream, it was like 6:45 and I was going to start at 7 Eastern Standard Time for Game Boy 3DS. But yeah, maybe the quality, yeah, again, the quality ain't too great, but the setup I have no problems with. But once I figure out the quality, the whole quality shenanigans and things like that, yeah, it'll be much, much better. I'm not even going to bother with that one. Yeah, I've never heard of Crash Bandicoot either, Daniel. Must be something some British guy made up. What if Pepper Ann and Gex? Why Gex? Gex ain't Disney. Sure, put Pepper Ann in Yeah, put Pepper Ann in Kingdom Hearts, even though she's Disney TV animation. I don't care. I forgot. See, stuff like Donkey Kong Country is the reason why I could spell at such an early age. Not to, you know, it's not that big a deal, especially now, but yeah, I knew how to spell Nintendo when I was like 5, 6. I won't even get into some of the more crazy stories of when my mom learned I knew how to read. Maybe for another stream, but not today. What's an armadillo doing in an ice cave? What are bees doing in an ice... Well, never mind. None of these things should be in an ice cave. Whatever. Oh... Whatever, I don't need that. It's just on guard. I know it's on guard. Oh no. Okay, this will be over soon. Now let's see if I can get back to the start of this bonus level and get all the little tokens behind the starting line. I probably won't, but I always like to see if I can do that. Yeah, no, not gonna happen this time. Let's see, Daniel asks, what's the one Disney World I'd want to see in Kingdom Hearts 4? Well, I haven't really played the Kingdom Hearts games myself, so I don't know if I can say with certainty what I'd want to see. But I don't know. I want to see some Disney afternoon stuff in there. Let's just get weird with it. Like I said, let's just get into the Disney TV animation stuff. We don't have to get into Star Wars or Simpsons or anything like that. No, let's just... Yeah, let's get some Pepper Ann and Phineas and Ferb, Gravity Falls in there. That'd be awesome. It's never gonna... I don't think it's gonna happen with Kingdom Hearts 4, but... let's see Spoonerville from Goof Troop. Let's see. Wow, there's a lot of people. Every time you hear the bonus theme, you think of AVGN. FOSI, easily found in the settings tab, either settings, video, up the resolution, or the bitrate chosen. Yeah, I messed with the bitrate. I saw a tutorial that talked about fixing up the bitrate. But yeah, I'll figure it out. Thanks for having the confidence to think I will. But yeah, I'm confident I will. 1 second, guys. I will be back in just a moment. Just gonna take a little swig of water. Yeah, my water was all the way across the room. I don't know why that was. Will Pepper Ann handle the darkness in Kingdom Hearts? I don't think she can do it by herself. Nah. Gargoyles and Owl House in Kingdom Hearts, that would be cool. Yeah, just you put that stuff in there, I will play it. Patnat, you haven't played through DKC to the end? Oh man, you haven't lived. You don't know what life is. But in all seriousness, no, in all seriousness, yeah, definitely play through these games because, yeah, they are what life is all about. And I'm not just that's not an exaggeration, that's not a joke. They are what life is all about. You will learn things about life playing Donkey Kong Country. You will achieve transcendence when you get to Tropical Freeze. Take it from me. I would not be the man I am today if it wasn't for Tropical Freeze enlightening me. Here's how you do this one, folks. You jump on the claptrap and then you jump back on espresso. You wouldn't believe how many people don't know the strats. Oh, hold on. I remember seeing this bonus level in particular in the instruction manual, and for years I never knew where it was until I managed to get espresso up here one day, and it kind of blew my mind because, again, also for the longest time, this was the only place I could ever find a 3-up balloon, and espresso's gone. Oh, come on. I can get you. Project X, I'm very happy you like my jokes. They just come out of nowhere. Again, they're nonsense. I'm just glad someone's laughing at them. Oh, not gonna make that one. And I'm not gonna make that one either. Now that we live in a post-DKCR Switch port, do you feel happy you used the Wii version for footage instead? Absolutely, Daniel. Absolutely. I still say that that is the definitive version of Returns. Oh, come on. But yeah, no, after seeing, there was a great video by Kong Compendium that talked about the multiplayer issue. And yeah, that is pretty bad. So, you know, yeah, no, I'm glad I used the Wii version to talk about my experience with Returns. And until they fix that version, Returns HD, and something tells me that they probably won't, yeah, Returns on the Wii is still the best way to play Returns. Unless you just really, 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 really don't like motion controls and you're a loner. Then Returns HD is for you. No offense to loners out there. I know people can suck. Oh, you ain't getting me. Well, no, Patnat, yeah, I do get that. The games are difficult, and like I was talking about earlier, it's always interesting seeing people play these games. And in modern days, like that Pro ZD fella, he's playing through the Donkey Kong Country games, and he is having a heck of a time with them, and it's hilarious to see him fail and eventually get through stuff that he'd been stuck on for like 30 minutes at a time. Yeah, these games do not fool around, especially DKC2, which I think is just mean. Very, very mean. I love DKC2, but like there are so many levels in there where it's like, this ain't fun. This ain't fun. This is not, I'm not playing this to have a good time and relax. And I say this knowing that DKC2 is an amazing build on the first game. But yeah, again, a lot of those levels, like a lot of the Beehive levels, the zingers, I do not play those for fun. I do not enjoy playing those levels. They are well made. They're well designed, nothing is broken about them. It's like, I'm not having fun with this, I'm stressed out. I know where Unguard is here. I just gotta keep an eye out for a crack in the wall. Unguard is so far away that sometimes I worry that I missed him entirely, but yeah, no, I know where he is. I know where he is. I played this before. I'm pretty sure I know where he is. Here he is. So much better. Not scared at all. This ain't scary. Let's see, checking in with the chat. Yep, Junifer, I hope I'm saying that right. Yep, I've seen the DK redesign. Yeah, not worried about it at all. Internet is blowing it out of proportion, I think. I think we all just need to calm down, and then let's see what comes out of it. Only time will tell. Let's see. Yeah, Fosi, they screwed up the re-release of Returns. I recommend watching a video by Kong Compendium called The Real Problem with DKC Returns HD. Goes into a lot of great detail about what they screwed up in terms of just like multiplayer, and how that feature is completely broken in Returns HD. Let's see, Retro Lover? Yeah, I knew, I had a feeling that you were the one posting those Pepper Ann comics on Blue Sky. Blade Blur, thank you so much for the compliments. Yeah, I'd like to pursue more professional voiceover. I'm hoping I can do that in the future. Yeah, maybe I can, yeah, I'm still pursuing stuff now. Like, yeah, but I'm hoping I can make a home studio eventually. That would be the dream. And yeah. And like I said earlier, these streams, if I stream more frequently, these could be a great way to, you know, with all them super chats and whatnot. No obligation, of course, folks. But if you feel so inclined, it would go towards that and stuff like that. Thanks for dropping by, Van. Very nice. Very happy that you joined me today. 2:25, Fosi. Well, yeah, yes, definitely go to bed. That's more important than this nonsense. But I thank you for joining me. And yeah, if I do another stream, I hope to see you again. Oh, not yet, not yet. Okay, you can stay up a little bit longer. Okay, that's cool. Pat Nat, you haven't minded the motion controls. Don't think the motion controls. Yeah, no, I never had a problem with the motion controls myself. But yeah, Boba Fett, first off, yeah, thank you for joining. And yeah, the Switch port, if you're just playing single player, you'll be alright. But multiplayer, yeah, definitely steer clear of that until they update it, because that is not the way Retro Studios wanted you to play that game. I know there was a bonus back there, but I'll live. Part of me, well, not a part of me, I'm so happy that Squawks has managed to have perfect attendance in all the Donkey Kong Country games. And that he's got his own Lego, that's pretty cool too. And that he's at Super Nintendo World. Like, it's fascinating how what Retro did, the little decisions they made with what characters they brought back, Nintendo would take those philosophies and then just incorporate it into Donkey Kong for like Super Nintendo World, Lego Super Mario. It's like the reason, it's like they only, oh no, speaking of Rambi and Squawks, we got 80% of the characters in, the returning characters in returns on one screen there. But yeah, the reason, it's like because Retro brought back Rambi and Squawks only, those are basically the only two animal buddies we have seen return in, like, again, Lego Super Mario, Super Nintendo World. I know Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle did some cool weapons that referenced all 5 of the original animal buddies, but yeah, it just seems to be just Rambi and Squawks. If Retro brought back On Guard, we would definitely see On Guard at Super Nintendo World somewhere. See, Pat Nat, Connect and PS Move came out around the same time, and I think it made us hooked onto Impose. Yeah, I think so too. And then like 2 years later, they were like, yeah, we're not doing this anymore. What are you, crazy? Sorry about that, Retro Lover. I didn't mean to ignore you like that. I'm doing a bunch of things right now, and it's hard to keep up the chat right now because everybody is going crazy. But yeah, no offense against you, Retro Lover. Thank you for the super chat. You ask, what if Pepper Ann had a movie in the early 2000s? I don't know. I just hope it would be good. I know that there were some things about Pepper Ann having like a thing called Pepper Ann's Rio Adventure, but that didn't become a thing. But yeah, I would have loved a movie. Let's see. Get ready for bed. So you're the wife has already gone to bed. My God, you're a married man watching some Yahoo playing Donkey Kong Country in 360p. That's wild. But thank you. I do thank you. No, not Real Adventures, Retro Lover. Rio Adventure. Like they were gonna go to Rio for like some soccer tournament or something, from what I saw of like some concept art of an eBay listing for some old sketches or drawings. Like Rio de Janeiro. I hope I'm saying that right. Yeah, I've heard things about Sparks of Hopin' that it's not as good as Kingdom Battle, but I'd have to give the entire thing a playthrough just to see for myself. I know Donkey Kong is in it, and I know Grant Kirkhope did the soundtrack. You think that I could have... You think I should have played it by now, but I just haven't. No slight to the game whatsoever. Just haven't. But maybe one day. Ugh. Not even. No more animal tokens. Oh! I wanted to see if I could hit those zingers and then I got scared. Alright, no more jokes here. Let's see if I can just blaze through this, cause yeah. I will check in with the chat after this level, but I really want to just blaze through this one. I'm just going through this because it's a shortcut. There we go. Checking in on the chat. Let's see. I think you did, Daniel. Did I tell you I met Grant Kirkhope, Com Bravo 2015? Let's see. Yeah, Boba Fett. I have, there's a couple of other people who have talked about Cyber 6, but, yeah, more people need to talk about Cyber 6. And let's see. Yeah, Retro Lover, there's some stuff out there, like some old concept art, but that's really it. There's not much else to it. I think one of the directors, I think Brad Goodchild knew about it, but I think he took that story with him to the grave, unfortunately. Maybe somebody else who worked on Pepper Ann knows something about Pepper Ann's Rio Adventure. Thank you, Fosi. MBC Mekachu. Why DK64 wasn't included in the Kongathon? Oh, that's just because, well, that would mean I would have to play through DK64 all over again, and that was a lot of time and effort for stuff that I really didn't think would, I didn't want to play through DK64 again. That's basically it. Like, again, my videos don't get a bunch of views or anything, but I just had to think about, oh man, I'm gonna have to go through DK64 again, get all this stuff. Maybe I'll talk about it. Never say never. Weirder things have happened, of course, but yeah, DK64 is just really big, really long, and I had a bunch of other stuff that I wanted to talk about, and I didn't just want to do something just to tick something off of a checklist, you know? Where it's like, oh, I have to talk about this and this and this. No, I really only talked about what I really, really wanted to talk about. And it took me almost 2 years to get through that Kong marathon. So, yeah, we'd still be here. I don't think I'd have the Returns and Tropical Freeze video out yet if I did talk about DK64. Oh wow, Fosi, you are in Norway. That is insane. People from Norway are staying up to watch me play this right now. That's crazy, but I'm glad you've been watching for so long, and yeah, it's really humbling. I think that's the word. Yeah, I'm humbled. Let's see, Junifer, the Dog City playlist. Yeah, that was nuked a while ago. There are other places to watch Dog City. I think you have to buy it, or it might not be in the best quality. It might be on some, you know, various websites, but you can find it. It's not lost. You just have to do a little digging now. Oh, I can get, no, I'm not gonna get this. Randomly going to Rio. Yeah, doesn't it feel like a TV movie plot, like, I don't know, like Hey Arnold the Jungle movie, where you just go somewhere, like, exotic? I miss that, honestly, in a lot of, I mean, TV movies. I don't know if they're really... Oh, hold on, I'm gonna try and get something here. There we go. If you don't do that properly, you are locked out of that bonus forever on this save file. I didn't know about this bonus level, again, for years. Oh, here we go. C-O-U-N-T-R-Y. All right. Do you think 76 lives is enough? Yeah, Game Boy 3DS, I have heard of... I just said the words Game Boy 3DS like unironically, but yes, I've heard about the Tag Anywhere option, but I also feel that playing a game in its original context is important. I did that thinking that Rambi was in there. He's in another one. Let me just blaze through this right quick. Definitely coming up to Rambi. Here he is, right down here. Oh, double kill. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, no problem, Mekachu. Least I can do. I'm glad I got it right. I always try. Oh. Oh. You're out of here. Now for the tricky part. Oh. Oh, here we go, here we go. That works for me. Yeah, Retro Lover, the concept art, it was, well, yeah, it was on, it was an eBay listing. That's where I saw it from. If you look up Pepper Ann's Rio Adventure, you do a Google search, you could probably find it, no hassle. Let's see. A DKC puppet show. I know there's a guy called Grunt who does a lot of cool stuff with puppets and Donkey Kong universe related puppets like Baron K. Rulenstein and stuff like Gruntilda. Really good stuff. So I would suggest, getting a little tongue tied here, I would suggest you check out Grunt. I forget his whole name, but he does some great stuff. Let's see, looking at more of the chat, there was Boba Fett talking about the odd Canadian cartoon being Ian, Class of the Titans, Kid Paddle 16. Yeah, those are all great stuff. I should probably watch Kid Paddle again. Foci, let's see, get my perspective on playing games in their original context. Yeah, no, I get that, definitely. If you play for fun, you can, and trying out some mods here and there. Yeah, who knows? I've never really gotten into mods myself, but, I mean, I've never really gotten into streaming myself, so who knows? The future is unwritten, as they say. Well, Retro Lover, it is out there. Maybe if I can find it, I'll post something on Blue Sky or Twitter. Oh, so you have seen Grunt Mekachu. Yeah, no, he's great. Fantastic. Dedicated to the craft of puppetry. You love to see it. Oh! I should have just rolled. What is wrong with me? Yeah, I've heard a lot about them Zelda randomizers, Fosi. Yeah, this was another level that I remember me and my friends doing over and over and over again. Just seeing the Neki flinging the nuts by the K. I was like, oh man, how are we gonna get this? How are we gonna get this? How are we gonna get this? And it killed us all the time. Oh, not gonna do it. Not worth it. Ooh. I'm gonna go for it. Patnat, when you say you miss the Muppets, do you mean the 2015 show, The Muppets? Because I really liked that, and I'm sad that ended as quickly as it did. But yeah, I'm hoping the Muppets will get to do something cool again, because I feel like they totally can. I just feel like Disney doesn't let them do things a lot of the time. Oh well. I'll just have to pause. That's okay, Fosi. I'm so glad you joined us today. And yeah, again, come back anytime. And yeah, thanks for being a fan. Means a lot. Yeah, I might not I'm not streaming anymore today, if you mean by later today, but yeah, maybe in the future. I say maybe, but it's leaning more towards, yeah, definitely, yeah, probably I'm gonna do some more streams after this. And I'll probably just go through more, I'll probably just go through more of my favorite games. Like, you know, probably I'll follow up with DKC2. I was thinking maybe Crash Bandicoot. You know, stuff I can get through relatively quickly and have a good time doing so. But yeah, look at me streaming this and people are actually enjoying it. That's nice. That's a nice feeling. I'm just gonna kill this guy, because why not? He was asking for it. Retro Lover, thank you again for the super chat. Seriously, you don't have to do that. You could just ask questions. But again, I'm thankful for it. But you felt they put PA Rio Adventures in theater. Well, I know they didn't, if that's what you're saying. It never got made, but it could have worked in theaters. They were putting a lot of cartoon movies in theaters, and I mean, some of them did all right, but most of them bombed. Like the Hey Arnold movie, Wild Thornberrys movie didn't do too great. But yeah, that would have been a perfect time to put it out in the theaters because that's when they were getting experimental and weird with it. Let's see, checking more of the chat. Yeah, lots of puppet talk, yeah. I've talked a lot about puppets I've noticed in previous videos, like when I did my video on the show Freaky Stories, we talked about puppets there. The Dog City video, of course, when I spoke to Tyler Bunch, voice actor, puppeteer extraordinaire. Yeah, lots of puppet stuff. Let's see, Mekachu, I would be referring to the original games. I wouldn't be, let's see, yeah, I'd like to do the Insane games as well, but yeah, I love both. When I think of Crash 2, I think of both the Insane trilogy and the original. I think they both have their merits. They have things that the other one does not replace the other. Let's see, what if Pepper Ann crossed over with Amphibia? Retro Lover, you're very lucky I'm a Pepper Ann fan. Then, but again, I don't mind answering these questions, but I haven't seen Amphibia. I want to see Amphibia. I've heard good things about Amphibia. I've heard a certain character. Oh, hold on. I know that one of the main character is based off of Pepper Ann. Like, took heavy inspiration from Pepper Ann herself. So yeah, I gotta watch Amphibia sometime soon. See, you were thinking Pat Nat, you were thinking more of the 2011 Muppet movies. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I really liked Muppets Most Wanted in 2014. That felt like, even though I hadn't seen much of the classic Muppet movies, and I haven't seen much of them even now. I've only seen The Great Muppet Caper as recently as like last December, but it was so great seeing Muppets Most Wanted. They could branch out getting tongue-tied here thinking about it. If I could think about if I could compare the Muppets to Donkey Kong, the Muppets 2011 movie is basically the equivalent to Donkey Kong Country Returns in that it is a nostalgic throwback and it hits all the major beats that you would want after not seeing it in action for so long, but a lot of people might think it plays it safe. And then Muppets Most Wanted is the tropical freeze where it's like, okay, now we've done all the stuff where we got nostalgic, now we're doing our own thing again, and we can get weird with it and we can expand out a bit, stretch our wings, and have fun with it again in new and interesting ways. And yeah, there has not been a follow-up for both of those, for Tropical Freeze and Muppets Most Wanted, and I'm like, why? Those were both great. But yeah, the Muppets 2015 show was really fun, and it was wild. It was a little crass, but no, it was still fun. It was still the Muppets at the end of the day, and I'm sad it didn't go on for much longer. I'm really sad that a lot of Muppet projects don't seem to go on for more than a season. Like there was that Electric Mayhem show that got great reviews, and it only lasted one season. There was Muppets Now. That only got one season. Kills me. Let's see, check in the chat. Mekachu asks if I am familiar with shows distributed by Marathon. Oh, of course, like Martin Mystery, Totally Spies, Team Galaxy. I haven't really seen much of those shows in their entireties or anything, but I'm aware of what they did. Yeah, DKC Returns deserves a better remaster, if you ask me. I feel like, I don't want to go on retro bias or anything, but they made the original game, and I feel like if they did the remaster, they would have paid attention to what was going on, and they would make sure that all that stuff worked, like the original game. But again, I know why Retro didn't do it. It was because they're so busy with Metroid Prime 4, and the only thing they've been doing for the last 10 years is just reiterating on stuff they already did. Like, ever since Tropical Freeze, what have they done? They did Tropical Freeze again, and then they did Metroid Prime 1 again. So I'm sure someone went to Retro and was like, hey, you want to do Returns again? And they're like, no more. Can we please do something original? So I don't blame them if they passed on Returns HD. Makes sense to me. I would like them to do something original, and I think they were, because I know that there was a project that they were doing after Tropical Freeze that wasn't Metroid or Donkey Kong, but I'm guessing it got canceled. But that's a shame. I would like to see them be more than just Donkey Kong and Metroid. And I'm sure there are some dudes there that are like, can we please do something that isn't Metroid or Donkey Kong? And that's why I'm so happy that like companies like Rare get to make games that they want to do. Like, believe me, I want to see another Banjo game as much as the next guy. But if Rare doesn't want to do it, I don't want them to do it. If they're not going to be happy making the game, I would much rather... I'm getting too passionate here. I would much rather somebody else do the game if Rare doesn't want to make it. That's what happened with Killer Instinct, and that was like, that's my favorite Killer Instinct of them all. Doesn't matter who makes it, as long as it's good. That's what I say. Ooh. I know one guard's around here somewhere. Oh, I hope I didn't pass him. No, he's somewhere around here. Gotta be careful here. There you are. Sorry if I'm not looking at the chat right now. I'm just trying to focus on getting through this awful, awful level, but I will be back with you folks as soon as I finish this awful, awful level. You understand if you played Poison Pond. No, I need on guard. Oh boy. Okay, let's just checking out the show, the chat, I should say. Full disclosure, just Carlos, I did not watch the Electric Mayhem show. I just heard good things about it. Yeah, Mekachu, I've heard about Monster Buster Club. And let's see, what else? Yeah, Totally Spies is still a thing. There was just a reboot that came out. And yeah, let's see. Yeah, Forever Entertainment, lots of people don't seem to like their work on. I've heard things about the Panzer Dragoon remake and House of the Dead. So yeah, I won't say anything about them. I mean, I think they did a good enough job, but if you're asking me, good enough isn't good enough. When it comes to Donkey Kong, I think Donkey Kong deserves better than good enough. But I'm sure Nintendo is just fine with, we just put Returns out there because, you know, Universal is, the Universal ride is based off of a game that currently, or before Returns HD came out, it's like, people can't buy Returns right now. Easily, I should say. It's not on any of our modern consoles, so we gotta put Returns on the system. Even though it's going to look really awkward after Tropical Freeze came out, but at the same time I am glad that the entire mainline DKC games are on Nintendo Switch, minus a few Game Boy remakes here and there. and the Game Boy Color port for Freezer, who was here earlier. And then when she found out I wasn't playing the Game Boy Color port, she legit dipped. But I understand that. Where was I going with this? Oh, hold on. Let me just finish this level and then I'll get back to the chat. Okay, let's catch up with some of the questions in the chat. Sorry if I don't get to all these questions, but yeah, there's a lot of people watching. Well, at least more than I thought. Let's see. Yeah, the Prime Remaster and Trilogy were good remakes. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, Pat Nat. Let's see. Where am I? Where am I? Let's see. Yeah, I know Monster Buster Club Mecha-Chew. It was something that was on Saturday mornings. I didn't watch it too much. It didn't really interest me personally, but I am aware of it. Yeah, I did stream with Pan Pizza a few times back in the day. Those were wild times. I was always on my best behavior on those streams because I knew they could get very, very wild. Donkey Kong Racing for Switch 2. That would be nice. People talk about Donkey Kong Racing like it was actually... Yeah, I'll let you guys know right now that for those of you who think Donkey Kong Racing was in active development when the trailer was shown off, it was not. The trailer was all they had at that point in time. So I don't blame anybody but Rare for showing it too early. They teased our emotions, but they really didn't get started on the concept until they moved over to Xbox and started working on Saberman Stampede. So it was just them like, maybe. And they had a tentative release date for DK Racing for like fall 2002, but yeah, nothing was there. Oh. Here we go. I'm in a rhythm. Oh dear. Rhythm's gone. It's coming back. Ah. Just put a single beaver here to screw with you. Naughty, I should say. I know their names. They're naughties. Beavers. I don't need people to think I haven't played this game before or I don't know it inside out. Thank you, Daniel. Thanks for joining me. Very nice to have you here. Hope I was entertaining. Oh yeah, Junifer, I get really obscure. I'm very annoying when it comes to obscure stuff. You have no idea. What I put in my videos is just me being restrictive. Not getting that. Let's see if I can blaze through this, huh? Yeah, this is another one of those levels where it's just like breathing for me. Like, I'm not even scared, where it's like, am I gonna make it? I'm not saying I could do this blindfolded or anything like that. But, yeah, definitely not, but... I guess I'll get this bonus. What is Nikki Little's power level? I don't think we can comprehend that. And I'll watch this. Oh dear. Oh! Oh, I got it twice! Okay. Man! I surprised myself! Yeah, no, Junifer, I agree with you. Where it's like, yeah, definitely, DKC2 is the better game, but DKC1 is still my favorite. Like, I totally understand where DKC2 did everything better, but something about the first game. Like, for one, I feel like it's less stressful to play through. That said, it is still a very tough game, especially for casuals and people who haven't played it like 100 times, like me. But yeah, no, DKC1 is still my favorite, even though I do recognize DKC2 as the best of the original trilogy. If we're talking the entire series so far, I think Tropical Freeze might be the best, at least in terms of like gameplay ideas. It's still lacking on like old characters and things like that, but in terms of just like being a game, man, Tropical Freeze is unmatched. Yeah, swans have a higher power level, Cash Panuka. Pac-Man fan, will I stream Omori or Coffin of Andy and Laylee? I can't see myself doing that anytime soon. Sorry to disappoint, but yeah, I'm known for disappointing folks. What if Pepper and the video game? I'm not sure. I know there was a Tiger Electronics game that was apparently getting made, but yeah, nothing. I can't really think of much for a game. I don't know what I would do. Maybe a point-and-click adventure game? Who's the strongest Kong next to Donkey Kong? Chunky? I'd say Chunky. Let's see. Favorite Kremling? I don't know, but if I had to pick one right off the top of my head, Cackle's pretty cool from DKC2. The DKC2 Kremlings in particular are probably my favorite set of Kremlings, because they're just all so great. Like Cloak, Cackle, Cruncha, Cutlass, Crook, Klinger, love Klinger. Not a bad Kremling. I'm not even gonna get that. Oh, come on. This was another level where it was like, we thought we could beat the game at its own game by like chilling on the platforms. But then when they do like, when the tank runs out, you do a bonus lose animation and you die anyway. And I was like, did they just die out of just like sheer disappointment? What's going on here? Oh dear. Oh well, that N is gonna be forever alone. Oh, come on now. They know how to bring on the pressure. I'm using an analog stick, by the way. I'm using the Switch Pro controller. That's kind of twisted. Thanks for joining me here, Just Carlos. Very nice, very humbled that you could come over and watch me play this game in 360p. I know I keep ragging on about that, but you know me, self-deprecating. I will be right back with you folks, so you know, chat amongst yourselves for just a minute. What I miss? Okay, let me just check the chat real quick, see if I got any pressing questions here. Let's see. Out of all the DKC games, which is the hardest? I think Returns, like especially base Returns without new mode, is probably the toughest Donkey Kong Country. Well, maybe it's a tie between DKC 2 and Returns, because DKC 2 is very stingy when it comes to, like, I won't say very stingy, but if you don't get banana coins, it hurts when you have to like constantly save and things like that. And yeah, DKC 2 does a lot of things that are really, really mean, where you think it's over and then they just blindside you with, well, just one more enemy. Things like that. So yeah, it's a tie between Returns and DKC 2. Ooh. There we go. Everything's right with the world. There we go. Doing your Pepperan stuff as always, Retro Lover. You love to see it. Hold on, we got Guillotine. I hope I'm saying that right. You've been watching my stuff for 12 years. That is nuts. Thank you so much. That really does mean a lot. Like, one of the things it means is that I've been doing this for longer than any normal person should. But I'm glad people are watching my nonsense. Yeah, Ramby's a hindrance anyway here. What? No! Get out of here. Oh, I hate using DK for this. You've been watching since you were 8? Let's see, 8 plus 12. No, I can do this. My goodness. You're a grown adult and you've been watching me since... Wow! That's always wild to hear when someone says, I've been watching you since I was a kid. I mean, when I was making that stuff, I was a kid, basically. But again, thank you. Thank you so much for continuing to watch. I'm humbled. I'm always humbled. It's so kind. Ooh. Yeah, no worries, Galidion, no worries. I won't judge you. Okay, that's the first one I screwed up tonight. It was bound to happen eventually. Man, I've been streaming for 2 hours? I would have thought I thought I would have gotten the game done by now, but I'm not complaining. But it's been very nice chatting with you guys and playing DKC. That's all I ever wanted out of life. To be able to just play games and just chat with good, like-minded folks. I'll probably get through this real quick. I don't see myself playing this for like 20 more minutes. I know this game inside out. I can get through this pretty darn quick. Oh. Okay. O. N. G. Ostrich. That spells Kong. I'm not getting that. I already have the real thing. Oh. There we go. Hey there, Spencer. It's good to see you here. How you been? It's very nice to see ya. We're wrapping things up. We're almost at the end here, but yeah, it's been a great stream so far. Everyone here has made it a lot more engaging than I would be able to make it on my own. But yeah, we've been having fun. The quality of the video, not the best, but you know, I'm still figuring this stuff out. And hopefully by the next time I do this, it will look better. But you know, first time, what's the word I'm looking for? First time screw-ups. I'm just glad I was able to turn this on and get this going in front of a live audience in the first place. Now let's see. Yeah, loopy lights doesn't faze me anymore. Let's see if I can blaze through this. Oh dear, that was a bad move. Almost there. Yeah, this don't scare me either. It used to. Whoa. Ha ha. Lights out for you, buddy. There we go. Okay, let's check out the chat real quick. Let's see. Am I familiar with someone called the Mylan Tuner? I swear I've seen that username somewhere, but nothing's coming to me right now. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I do. I don't really have thoughts on Pepper Ann lore. As much as I love Pepper Ann, I haven't really gone into any crazy lore about it, Retro Lover. Glidion, thoughts on TF2? Haven't played it myself, but growing up I did see a ton of like SFM videos where they just took the Heavy and the Scout and made them do crazy things, so I have some nostalgia in that regard. Best playable character in all of DKC? It's definitely Dixie. That's okay. That's okay. Diddy is great. Kitty is great. DK, he's pretty good. But Dixie is number one. That's good to hear, Spencer. Yeah, maybe I'll try, yeah. If I do another stream, I'll probably do it a little earlier. Don't know when, but yeah. Maybe we can make this a semi-regular thing. Okay, we're getting close to the end here. Yeah, that bonus level previously, that was another level where I'm like, how do I get that? And it was just as simple as just forgetting everything you know and just letting the game mess with you. Retro Lover, thank you again for the super chat and the interesting questions here. Shadow the Hedgehog hanging out with Nikki Little. I don't know, maybe I could see a Maria thing going on with that, and then unfortunate things happening after that if it is a little too close to home with Maria's backstory. But I feel like Nikki would go down fighting. As dark as that is. Whoa, here we go. Nope. I was a little scared there, but I knew what was coming. I'm just gonna swap to DK. Ooh. Oh, here we go. Ah. Okay, let's check the chat maybe one more time before, well, I guess I have to fight Master Neki Sr., but let's see. Yeah, those Gmod videos, yeah, there's quite a bit. There's also Donkey Kong the Blue Heist, that's a good SFM one. But if I was to add another DK rep to Smash other than Dixie, who would I pick? Chunky? Let's say Chunky, just because of those rumors of when Smash Wii U came out, those assist trophy rumors of Chunky being an assist trophy. But I'm gonna say Chunky. Spencer, Nikki Little, she is a character from the show Pepper Ann, and she is one of the best characters in that show. But yeah, not Stuart Little extended lore, not here. Glidion, I grew up on Teletoon, yeah. Thoughts on Ren and Stimpy? I like it. There's things I like about it. There's things I don't like about it. But, I mean, a lot of the things that Ren and Stimpy did, you see in a lot of cartoons like, I mean, SpongeBob and Rocco and things like that. It has its place in history, and there's things I do like about it. Yeah, Cranky Kong would be cool in Smash Brothers. Multi-Fandom 24, my thoughts on the DK redesign. Yeah, I did talk about it a little bit. See you later, Junifer. Junefire. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it, but thank you so much for joining. Let's see. Thoughts on the DK redesign. We did talk about it a little earlier. I am not worried. I kind of like it. And again, it's too early to say if this is how DK is going to be going forward. But honestly, he still looks like DK to me. Everyone is saying that they got rid of the quote-unquote rare design, but I look at like some of the recent artwork and stuff like that that's coming out, and it's like, it just looks like Donkey Kong to me. It's not that drastic. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Let's see. Beast Wars, thoughts on Beast Wars. I haven't seen it, but people are telling me I should see it. So, yeah, maybe one day I'll give it a watch. And yeah, I'm not sure. Beasties, Beast Wars, Beast Machines. I know one of them is a different show. I still need to see Reboot, though. I need to catch up on my mainframe stuff from back in the day. I've heard good things about Reboot, Shadow Raiders. Thoughts on Conquer Live and Reloaded? Well, I think I'm going to save that for an eventual video. I won't say when, but I would like to save that for an eventual video. Do I remember watching the Pepper Ann episode In Support Of as a kid? I didn't see Pepper Ann until I was a full-grown adult, and I've heard rumors that it was banned in the States, but I can't find any definitive proof on that. I was going to bring it up in my Pepper Ann video, but again, I didn't want to spread any rumors or anything like that, so if anyone can find definitive proof that it was banned in the States, please show it with me. Pixar, it didn't happen. Beast Machines is the sequel to Beast Wars and Beasties. Yeah, pretty sure. Thanks so much, Super Gamer. I'm glad you guys have been enjoying the stream. And yeah, Galidion, of course I was excited for Conquer and Project Spark. I played Conquer's Big Reunion. Team Dakota, the guys behind it, sent me like a code to play Project Spark, Conquer's Big Reunion, and that was really cool of them. Anyway, I think we should get on with King K. Rool. I got here a little later than I thought I would, but hey, we still got here in one stream. You've never seen Pepper Ann, Ethan? Well, you gotta change that. No spoilers, please. So just watch Pepper Ann. Watch my video on Pepper Ann, and then watch it on Disney Plus or whatever you can. And yeah, get back to me. I'm just gonna wait him out and taunt him. That's what I get. That's alright. I don't need DK. I'll be just fine. And of course, there you go. That's the end. Or so we thought. Yes, I do look like Terrence and Philip Galidion. How did you know? Milo from Pepper Ann. Yeah, he's kind of like Shaggy. He's kind of lanky and laid back. Yeah, definitely. Screwed up there. I can't do that now. People are watching me. Here we go. And there it is. There we go. You've never beaten Tropical Freeze, Alejandro? You gotta play Tropical Freeze. It's one of the best things life has to offer. Gillishin, my bad. Yeah, who knows, Retro Lover? Who knows? Who's to say? Thank you, Game Boy 3DS. Thank you. It feels good to beat this for the quadrillionth time. But yeah, it's been... Yeah, it was so much fun. This has been fun. I started out the stream a little nervous as, you know... Yeah, Alejandro, fake fan, didn't get to the Golden Temple? No, I'm kidding, Oh yes, of course, Cartoonosaurus. Of course, Cranky is just never impressed with his son/grandson. Yeah, but as I was saying, yeah, I started out the stream a little nervous, not sure if anybody would show up and watch this nonsense, but I gotta say, it got more fun as I went along, and I'm very happy that you guys have enjoyed it as well. I really do think I'll be coming back for more of this. Maybe we'll try something next week? Maybe if I can figure stuff out, because, you know, I'm still getting accustomed to my new place and still working on videos and things like that for other clients and stuff, but I'm sure I can squeeze in maybe an hour or two, and yeah, who knows what I'll play next. Maybe I'll do DKC2 if I do that, it won't be, I don't know if I'll get the entire game done in one session, but, yeah. Retro Lover, will I stream Dragon Ball Evolution PSP? Nah. That would mean I would have to get a PSP, then I would have to find some recording software to get that stuff, and then I would have to buy Dragon Ball Evolution. Nah, but the games I do play, you'll know about them before they go live, and I'm sure that there's stuff that I've talked about on the channel many a time before. Stuff that I feel like I could get through relatively easily, and yeah. Ooh, Grabbed by the Ghoulies. Yeah, maybe I could do that for Halloween or something. I don't know. Yeah, maybe DKC 2 will be next. We'll have to wait and see, but I'll let you guys know when it happens. And no game in the series has an ending quite like this. Just awful. But I love it so much. This was like everything to me as a 5-year-old, and it still is everything to me even now. We need another ending like this for the third Donkey Kong Country not third retro Donkey Kong Country, but you know what I mean. The next Donkey Kong Country. So I will let the credits play, just cause I think all these people deserve to be seen for their work. And yeah, Steve Mails, Kevin Bayliss, Mark Stevenson, Adrian Smith, I'm pretty sure, Chris Peel, all these guys. David Wise, Evelyn Fisher, Robin Beanland. Thanks for joining me, Game Boy 3DS. It was very nice to have you guys. You've been a wonderful audience. Thanks so much for giving in to my nonsense. And yeah, here's hoping I can do it again very, very soon. Yeah, no, Grant Kirkhope wasn't at Rare yet. He was Donkey Kong Land 2 would be his first game at Rare. And there we go. Yeah. No problem, Super Gamer. Thank you so much for joining me. And yeah, thanks for folks who did the super chats and stuff like that. It really means more than you know. I'm sorry, it is over, Dad Alpha Lion. But you know what? We will be back another time. And yeah, I hope you join me then. I will notify everybody before it happens. And yeah, it's been great. So I think with that, I think we're gonna end it here today. But thanks again, everybody, for joining me on this stream. And I hope to see you again soon, either in a stream or, you know, I got my usual videos coming out. I got ideas coming soon. I got a Patreon page for folks who, you know, want to help support me even further and want to get behind the scenes stuff. No obligation for that, just letting you know. But, yeah, I will see you guys next time. Later, everybody.